Welcome to Lanterns Live. It's Ralph, and today I am joined by Will Smith of the Green Lanterns podcast to discuss, amongst many other things, Green Lantern number 27, written by Jeremy Adams, art by Xermanico. Will, how you been?
I have been overworked the past couple weeks. It has been a very busy time for me and my regular job, not this hobby of Green Lantern greatness. But, I mean, you've been busy as well. It's been a pretty busy time for both of us.
I've been busy, and I just started like a full 2 week. I have something scheduled every day. I started that Monday, and then yesterday I was out in the sun all day. So if I look more red than normal, that's because of that. I put on my rage ring.
Now that they're getting charged up again.
So red. Like, I mean, I don't know if you could probably see, like, it's bad, man. I never get sunburn like this. It's crazy. So I'm like feeling like pretty tuckered out. Like I was reading this book and I like almost dropped the iPad on my face like a couple times.
God.
Like I just like kind of sit. I was like sitting in bed and just like reading it. I was like almost dropping it. But I'm excited because we're in the penultimate issue of Starbreaker Supremacy. Before we get to that, there's a bit of news I saw this week that you posted. I didn't have a chance to look into it too much, but there's these coins coming out. With Jon Stewart. Like, they look badass. Are they $50 coins?
I'm not sure. They didn't list what the cost was, but the thing with me is, like, I'll get these emails from DC or things attached to DC, and at first it was like Batman and a Wonder Woman coin, and it was their announcement. Right. And then now they're doing the announcement of these other characters, which includes Green Lantern Jon Stewart. A week after that, it was the announcement for like the Batman and Wonder Woman coins going live. And I think there's 3 different style of coins maybe, and each one's worth something different. And like you said, they look great. It's probably not going to be something I personally get, but I know from growing up, like, there are coin collectors out there, and some of those people will have crossover where they're also DC or comic book enthusiasts, and if they're looking for a pretty nice looking coin to collect, hey, that's your thing.
Let me ask you this: if it was Kyle Rayner,
yeah,
I think so too. I mean, they look really cool. I'm curious to see what the price is on them. If those things also go up in value, like I'm assuming they would eventually. I don't know, but it's interesting, and the artwork's really cool. Like, there was one of the tails had like a fist with a Green Lantern ring, and the drawings are really cool, like drawings of John. I don't know who the artist was, but it looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, coin collecting might not be my thing, but Kyle collecting is my thing. So I would definitely get it. I'm a sucker.
Yeah, get your Geek On Studios here. Hey, how's he doing? How you doing? Sorry, I feel like I'm like I don't feel like I'm under the weather. I just feel like drained. I feel so drained. I had a job interview this morning. Like, it was like this my schedule. Did I send you the schedule?
Yeah.
I think I sent you a schedule like, hey, listen, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it today, because I didn't think I was going to make it today. I was doing behind the scenes set photography for a friend's short yesterday. I am now in that movie as an ice cream man. So I got like bumped up into like double duty, and I was like, hey, you guys gonna finish up that ice cream man stuff like today, or I'm gonna have to come in tomorrow? And we're like, we're not sure yet. So it was a 12-hour day. I stayed all the way through because I knew if I could get that bit of it finished, I'd be free to keep my schedule as is. And then I was talking to you about Peacemaker's coming out tomorrow. This episode 6, and I'm going to be out in Santa Clarita doing another on-set photography for a Western, and I don't know when my call time is, but I'm thinking the way it's working, I may just be able to like bow out for an hour and go to my car and watch Peacemaker on my phone. I'm going to be mortified if there's Green Lantern stuff in there. You don't think there is? My thing is this: the 11th Street Gang are going to. They have 99 other doors to choose from.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to hit the right one immediately, and I'm afraid because I've always promised, like, if I see a single frame of Green Lantern in anything, I'm doing an episode on it. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to take my microphone with me tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe, so I'm going to stick to the plan. If there's anything Green Lantern related in Peacemaker, the following day on Friday at 9 a.m., I'll be covering it. If it's really exciting, though, I want to get on here so fast.
I mean, from a trope standpoint, using all these other doors is the perfect time to do like a cut up of quick shots of different things. Maybe he opens a door and we see just a little snippet from like the Supergirl movie filming, right. Lanterns filming.
If there's any time we're going to see Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern again, I think a joke door gag would be that time. I think James Gunn would be like, let's go ahead and do it. It'll be a quick open and close. That, I think, would be fun. But if that doesn't happen in Peacemaker, I think it'll never happen. We'll never see Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern again.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. I think it would be a solid joke. I think it would be fun. I think now that sort of Lanterns is coming and Guy Gardner's established, it's like I feel fine with Ryan Reynolds having one last sort of go at his relationship with Green Lantern. But yeah. We'll see. I'm really anxious, but if it happens, I'll get up the show. I'll get up the stream studio to be scheduled on Friday at 9 in the morning Pacific time, and then I'll just go onto set late if I have to, because I want to talk about Green Lantern.
Be a diva.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I'd rather be talking about Green Lantern with you guys than anything. Mr. X Gaming is here as well. Just bought the new 52. Oh, so yesterday I ran into our buddy Christian from the chat, who we were saying you got to start reading Jeremy Adams.
Yeah.
He said he finished the first trade. And
how many issues are in the first trade?
I'm not sure. I think it's 7. But he's
good progress.
He's so stoked on. He says, "Dude, it's like fun. It's like
Yes.
It feels like Jeff Johns again." And that's what I told him. I said, "There's some Green Lantern fans out there that are friends, but they are like diehard Green Lantern fans, and they find some possible inconsistencies in plot points and story things with this run as opposed to runs from like the last, 60 years of GL. But for me, I was telling him, I'm like, I'm just having a good time.
That's what it is for me.
So I'm having a good time. I could see past some of that stuff. I do get when there's certain things within Jeremy Adams' run that maybe don't add up, but at the same time, like, hey, listen, I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast more with this run than I have the previous two.
I think if people, some of those things can be explained as like nobody knows everything about, the entire history, lore, and continuity of Green Lantern, especially if you're trying to write something from month to month to month and be way ahead of where we currently are. But I think Jeremy did a good job on your show of explaining where some of that comes from, where he was talking about how some people in universe could believe that like Parallax is dead and gone. Right. Just hearing that from him.
It's a big universe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not everybody's going to believe the same thing. It's just like our world. Two people can see the same thing and have two completely different takes of like what happened or what that meant or whatever.
You know what I do love, though? I love more than anything, and I'm so glad it's fixed. Seeing that interceptor flying the right direction, it feels so good. It's like just that first panel where we saw it in this issue. I was just like, oh, man. Like, that's the stuff right there.
When I started reading this issue today, while I was feeding my baby a bottle with one hand and I had my tablet in the other, scrolling through this, I immediately they open with this shot of John and Hal together at a diner.
O'Neill's.
And all it made me think about was, like, not that they're trying to time it right, but if they were going to put something out lantern-y,
yeah,
Hal and John together, like, this looks like it could be something from the Lantern show. And I was like,
I looked so close. I'm like, I wonder if they made Hal look a little more like Kyle Chandler, but it didn't. It just looked like Hal from the comics. But I got the same feeling.
But I
got the exact same feeling. And this is one of those things that Jeff Johns used to do after like big events. He would have those guys kicking back with having beers together, sitting by a campfire, just like doing stuff. And so, like, this felt like that. It was reminiscent of that. Then them going to go to the diner, O'Neill's diner, and I was like, man, like it felt good. And I keep hearing it from people talking about Kyle Chandler's age, and for me, like, Nathan Fillion's age was never entered my brain while I was watching him perform.
Right.
I think that's going to be the same with Lanterns. And I was like, man, I could see those two dudes playing out this very scene. And I mean, we might get pretty close to it. So yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. And it made me more excited for the show. Because when it comes down to it, like, that picture, the one picture we have, where it's just two dudes on the street, the only
walking
thing that
along
makes
the
a
street.
Green Lantern is one of them has a ring.
Yes.
And in this one, they're just wearing, like, pretty much the same outfits. They're just wearing what John and Hal wear.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, man, I'm so ready for this show. I don't care who the actors are, what they look like, what their age is, anything. Like, that one image felt just like this issue. And if they're comic accurate on Hal and John in civilian clothes, then I'm really hoping that their uniforms, their GL uniforms, are pretty close to the books.
And just based on what, like, showrunners and executives have said about the show, like, you're gonna get the human, down to earth, gritty version of the characters, but you're also going to get the other elements that you expect. And that's how this opening scene in the comic played out too. They're just being them regular selves, and then when it's ready to end, they're both flying off with their Green Lantern uniforms fully on. They got the green glow around them. Like, I expect that type of stuff from the show.
There's, like, James Gunn's been everywhere. Some people don't like that. I eat it up. I mentioned that on Saturday on my Batman Day live stream. Like, James Gunn, every time he talks about lanterns, he mentions Grounded. And he did it on, I think it's called The House of R.
Yeah.
He mentioned it on there. It's just a quick snippet. But he says, like, he also mentions, like, cosmic stuff. I think his definition of grounded is very funny because he talks about grounded a lot. I feel that he would consider Superman fairly grounded, the movie.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. But that doesn't, like, I think people may be or thinking of grounded as, like, gritty or hyper realistic.
I think it's one of those things where as people hear that word, it means something different to each of them. It's kind of like asking, like, give me, what is your definition of willpower? And if you ask that to 10 people who don't know that the question is coming, you're probably going to get, like, 6 to 10 different answers of, like, what willpower means to them. Grounded can mean different things. I feel the Watchmen show was very grounded, but also had these amazing, fantastical, superhero, comic booky elements to it. And that's from Lindelof. He'll be on this as well. I have full faith and trust in him.
Yeah. And also, like, people, like, maybe take it literally. Like, they're not going to fly.
Yeah.
But you know as well as everybody else that there was leaked footage of the stunt team on flying harness rigs, showing them actually take off to like at least 20 feet off the ground. Tests of these guys
taken
flying.
Down quick.
It got taken down real quick. I got to see it. It looked cool. It looked real cool.
Yeah, we were pumped about it.
So like, don't worry about that. They're going to be flying. They're going to be flying. Dave says that one photo from Lanterns has been more analyzed than JFK footage.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
And I was just looking at it again to see how closely the outfits were to what we're seeing on the first pages of the comic. And Hal's jacket, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough.
He's got the emblem, the like Air Force thing, and then the Ferris, I think.
Yeah, and John in the show has a jacket on. John here just has like a white tee.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. We've been saying it. We've been saying this whole time. It's a great time to be a Green Lantern fan.
Yep.
I think everybody, maybe like when it comes to Lanterns, like, hold off. We've only got the one picture. We all like the picture. I think everybody likes the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But once we start getting into the actually seeing what they're doing, I think we're better than just speculating, because a lot of speculating tends to go like negative because it's just based on things that James Gunn has said. I haven't seen really anything with Damon Lindelof about Lanterns. There was one interview where he talked about it for like a second.
Yeah.
Where he said it's mostly like Tom King's show and Chris Mundy's show, and he's just kind of there overseeing things. But I mean, I'm assuming he's writing for it. I'm assuming he's going to make sure that it's, up to snuff. I think he undersells his involvement.
I agree.
But
and now it's like the calm before the storm.
Dude, we got 3 weeks. 3 weeks to New York Comic Con. 3 weeks to the end of Peacemaker. And that's it. Lanterns is next. Lanterns is next up in the hopper.
Yep.
It's so crazy to think. And I know we said since I think March or May that they've been done shooting. It's been a while, right? Since they've been done shooting.
I think
March was when they finished the first episode.
Yeah, I think May. I'd have to look it up. I have it saved somewhere, like what the timeline was.
It's been a little while.
I don't know if it was like public info or not, but they have definitely been done. Oh, we had the images that dropped on one of the ladies' Instagrams who does like the hairstylist and it was at the wrap party for Lanterns.
Right. Yeah.
So they've been done for a bit. So at this point, it's just a matter of doing the VFX on it, making sure CGI and all that is tight, and then see if there's anything that needs to be further edited or anything need to be cut or potential reshoots. But I mean, just based on I have very few people who are close to the project that I get to talk to, luckily enough, and it seems like everything has gone very, very smoothly. So I don't think there's going to be reshoots. But don't quote me on that. It's just how it's being pitched to me.
That always happens.
Very common.
Yeah, you get a day, or you budget a day or two to make sure there isn't any sort of in between things that you missed.
Yeah.
If New York Comic Con's coming up, I'd love to see one of two things. If Guy Gardner's wearing something new, a new outfit, I think that'd be a great thing to tease. Because people are now, like, Superman's now like on HBO Max. You can now get it for like $12.99 digitally to own. It seems to be like doing well. They're really pushing it, so a lot of people are starting to get familiar with Guy Gardner.
It's doing very, very well. I just checked it yesterday on a Lord of the Rings Discord server that I'm on. They were talking about it. Went to Amazon to look up like buying the digital copies, or not the digital, but the actual physical copies. Mm-hmm. And the standard 4K was completely sold out. And on the Blu-ray combo DVD, at the time I looked at it, it literally said there's only 3 left. More will arrive soon, but there's only 3 left before that one is sold out as well.
Right.
And then even the basic DVD, it was down. It said limited quantities available. It was the number 1 and 2 sold movie on Amazon for the physical copies already. Like it's doing pretty well.
That's great. Maybe my friend Hector will get a 3D Blu-ray release.
There you go.
I know he's looking for that. Yeah, so I'm hoping for like, of course, we all want Guy in his traditional outfit, and I think that would be a fun thing to tease. Now that people are familiar with Guy, show a new version of him.
Yeah,
I'd love that, especially because if he's dressed like that, we know what the other guys are going to be dressed like.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool. Or I think better yet, like, let's get Sinestro. Let's get a Sinestro photo. Like, I think that would be really cool. Because they've been holding back so long on showing Green Lanterns. Like, if they just want to, like, tease something. We all know Sinestro's in it. It's the one character, or it's like one of, like, 4 characters that it's been confirmed. We know who they're playing. I don't believe that William Macon is the name of Garrett Dillahunt's character. I don't believe that William Macon Jr. or whatever is
Billy. Yeah,
is Billy. Yeah, I don't believe what was it, Anton or whatever.
Anton. Atrocitus.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe any of that stuff. But we do know Hal, John, Guy, and Sinestro. So I'd love to see Ulrich Thompson.
Thompson.
I'd love to see that. Or again, a power battery. Show me a white glove with the ring. Show me. I need anything. I think we're ready. I think it's ready for. I think New York Comic Con should be the big push because we're heading into the final quarter of the year.
Yeah,
and
this is coming out early 2026. So
yeah, which I think would be somewhere in the first quarter. Latest starting March. That way it'll lead right into Supergirl.
Yeah.
And then once Supergirl's done, what's after that? It's Clayface probably.
Yeah, Clayface would have to be the thing after that. And then I don't know if they're still doing Waller or if it's being reworked. And then there's discussions around the Brave and the Bold. But yeah, in terms of like what's for sure on the slate, Clayface would be the thing after that.
I can see Peacemaker having Waller show up at the end of the season and make that like that could be, the following Monday, the big announcement: Waller is officially being shot and will come after Supergirl or whatever. It's super exciting, but yeah, we got 3 weeks to New York Comic Con. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be sitting at my computer. I'll be just refreshing my news feed or watching a live stream from a DC panel or whatever I need to do. And then as soon as anything drops, I'll be on here. So everyone hit the bell icon. Cause if you're clamoring for GL stuff, I am. And I'm gonna jump on here if I hear it at all.
I just want them to have like a black background. There's stars, and then slowly moving towards each other is a green ring and a yellow ring, and it's John starting maybe just the first line or two of the Green Lantern Oath, and then Ulrich Thompson doing Sinestro voice, the first 1 or 2 lines of the Yellow Lantern Corps, and then right before they hit, black screen again. Just give me
reveal.
Yeah, like that. Give me the audio of it, and then just I'll take another still image at this point. But I need it to be.
I mean, yeah. At this point, I'm ready for the next still image.
Yeah, just give me anything. Honestly, just give me anything. I'm so ready.
So close.
The fandom is ready.
Yeah. And I think if they do some sort of tease in Peacemaker, we're gonna go crazy. Because I feel like anyone who's watching Peacemaker who's not into Green Lantern, you kind of want to start the hype with them. We'll see. It's HBO's next thing.
Yeah,
they're going to want to push it.
Like you said, going through the different doors, maybe they open one up, and we see a little bit of the filming of like what was happening in Supergirl. They close that door, they open another one. It's another split second of something in Lanterns, whether it's like Sinestro or it's Hal and John together. I don't know, but that would be the perfect opportunity to do it if you want to do something quick, build hype, but not really have it be a focus of anything in the episode.
It's just them walking down the street. It's that same shot.
Yeah.
But it's them walking. God dang it. Like I'd be stoked if there was a Lobo, if we got a Lobo reveal. But again, Lanterns is the next thing.
Yeah.
So we gotta go and get that.
Well, I guess we could talk about, before we get into the comic, the other big thing, which was with the announcement of what would be like Superman to Man of Tomorrow,
right.
How it's like a dual pitch of like it's both a Superman movie and a Lex Luthor movie. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of like some of the bigger leakers who have talked about the show, or the movie, excuse me, have hinted at some of these people who continue to like these posts about Man of Tomorrow on Instagram, Aaron Pierre being one of them. Yeah. That Lobo would possibly be involved in the plot. Hawkgirl would be back. A lot of the characters from the first Superman movie, but some of these shows and other things jumping into it, we could be seeing Aaron Pierre debuting on the big screen in Man of Tomorrow, as well as Green Lantern John Stewart. And again, every post about it right now that James Gunn or somebody from the movie makes, Aaron Pierre is liking it on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
It's not like a one-off in support. It's every single one.
I mean, I'm hoping. Dave's looking forward to like a Lobo versus Guy. Can you imagine those two?
That's perfect. Where I think this is James Gunn's first misstep with the DCU. Is Guy is in Superman.
Right.
Guy at least makes an appearance in Peacemaker.
Right.
Guy is for sure going to be in Lanterns.
Right.
If you're putting Lobo on the big screen, Guy should be in there somewhere as well. And from what I understand, I haven't heard anything about Nathan Fillion being on set for the Supergirl movie, but he should be there 100%.
He might be.
He might be. But as of right now, I haven't heard anything.
We haven't heard anything, but I mean, it took us a while to hear something officially about him being in Lanterns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that we haven't seen a single Lobo set photo, because it's very cosmic. It's a very cosmic movie.
I think there's one.
These folks could like slip in and like,
But it's like an outdoor shot, and it's not the greatest photo in the world.
I haven't seen it.
May have been fake. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hyped. Yeah. Lanterns. The more we get through this other stuff, the closer we get to Lanterns.
I mean, we're there. We're there. We're through. We have 3 more weeks. I'm telling you, Lanterns is 3 weeks away from being the next DC thing. So it's not like we have to sit through like Supergirl and wait for like this is like, dude, I'm gonna be doing like 3 shows a week for sure, like because of all the shit that's gonna be coming out. Like I swear, dude, I'm so amped. It feels like 2011 again. Pre Green Lantern movie where I got stuff taken off of my blog that was leaked character designs, and like WB came after me. I'm like, oh, I guess these are real. Like. So I can't wait to see what they start releasing. I need to get in on some of the press stuff. Like I think you may have access to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get access to that. Maybe I can reach out and say, hey, listen, like if you do press releases on Lanterns, I'd love to get press releases. Any sort of photos that come along with those press releases, I'd love to help promote the show because I am a massive Green Lantern fan. And I'd just love to get into it. I can't wait. As much as I love Peacemaker, at this point, I'm on like Green Lantern high alert. So we'll see. You're my eyes and ears.
Yeah.
I try to stay on top of it as I can, but I'm super busy this next week and a half, and so I'm like, I want to see the stuff, but I'm afraid it's going to happen when I'm not near my computer. So we'll see, dude.
I'm back to working from home again after my business trip. Perfect. That was not great. So yeah, if anything pops up now, I'll have both my phones, my computer over here, the computer over there that I work on. Like, I'll be around. So if something drops, probably within 10 minutes of it dropping,
Yeah.
you'll get a text from me.
Okay. Cool. I'll set my notifications on for Reddit, as well. We're there. We're so close to being
We
there,
are
dude.
right there.
This lantern show that used to be a thing from like, I don't know, like 6 years ago, where it was an anthology with like
Yep.
Alan and Guy and Jessica. It was like everybody but Hal and John, because Hal and John were going to be in a movie written by Jeff Johns, and then
Yep.
none of that happened. But they are sticking with this lantern show, and the fact that we saw a picture is proof that it's actually finally happening.
And we know it wrapped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So hit the bell icon. Be notified when I go live. And I'll be on for sure. I'll always give you a studio link just in case you're able to make it, so we can chat about whatever it is they show. Alrighty. Anything else you want to get into the book?
Yeah, let's hop into it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this issue. It was a little more kickback. This again, people talk about the pacing of Jeremy Adams. I think it's fine. Last issue of Green Lantern Corps was an action packed issue. This one was moving the story along more. We got a lot more Callie and Ellie.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Yes.
I'm interested to see what that has to do with all this other stuff going on. What wrench is Kronos going to be playing in this story? Or is it setting up then after the Starbreaker supremacy?
That's what I think.
In 2 weeks, Kronos being set up for the following thing.
Boom. That's what I think. I haven't read. I know I try to stay away from DC. I don't remember what they're called anymore, but they put out these issues that are like 20 to 30 pages long, and it's just each page tells you about a comic that's coming out like 6 weeks from now. Mm-hmm. And it spoils too much. DC always has spoilers in there, like when Sinestro was going to be revealed again in a new one, and he was going to be a Red Lantern for a little bit. Like, it was just in there, and I was like, from that point forward, I'm not keeping up with them. But I do believe that that's the case of where this is going. I think once this arc ends in another issue, that's going to be like the next big thing that they need to take on. As you said with pacing, I don't have a problem with the pacing of this at all. We had a pretty action-packed issue, like you said previously. This one is a little bit slower, but I think it's what we get in here that really makes a difference for me. I have not been on the Kelly Ellie train this whole run.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for something to happen for me to be invested and care. It finally happens in this issue where I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere with this, and it's a pretty big deal. John has taken a back seat. Again, this is more of like Kyle and Hal, their stories. And John hasn't been at the forefront. I mean, there's a lot of lanterns, so not everybody can get their shine. This issue, if you're a John fan, I feel like this is the one where you're like, dang, Jeremy did a great job with this character as well. He gets these big moments, heartfelt, this whole relationship between him and Hal, where they're at the diner talking about, well, let me pay for one. He said, well, when you save the world, you can pay for the next meal at the diner. They just have this cool relationship where they show you kind of like, thoughts into how they feel about each other. And then, we get back to the regular stuff where everybody's around. And I just feel like they've moved the plot along very well over multiple characters, not just one or two.
Yeah. Everyone gets their time to shine. And I mentioned that, like, even in the last issue, I think it was the previous Green Lantern Corps, where we just got the one page of Kelly and Ellie with Simon. It was enough. And it was a really interested. That's where I really started getting into those characters. In this one, like, I'm really, really curious to see what happens with Simon. And I'm really curious to see what happens to Ellie.
Yeah.
Because we got a tease of Ellie putting on a blue ring.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. Ellie is a construct.
Yes.
made of Green Lantern will energy. And we know what Blue Lantern energy does to Green Lanterns. So is she going to be this, like, what is it going to do to her? Is she going to be like this crazy Green Lantern overpowered being? Is she just going to be kind of a Blue Lantern? I feel like she's both, right? She's got to be both.
Yeah. The other part of that confuses me is there's a spot where, John is having this inner dialogue before he goes to light the lanterns up to try to like restore their power, and she's made from his energy, correct?
Right.
As well as I think he still has a construct of his mother out there somewhere. It almost made me feel like when I was reading it, he was coming to grips with the fact that like maybe by lighting all these lanterns together to use his energy, like in terms of like a power level, he was going to come down a peg, and it made me wonder like how it's going to affect the construct of his mother as well as this one too. Like, will they even like as issues go on, will she even still be around?
Yeah.
Like, is she a permanent character at this point, or if he starts losing this power? Like, is she going to eventually fade and have to disappear? Yeah, like I was very confused about it, but again, it's something that has further made me more interested in what is going on with her character, where I wasn't as interested before.
Right, I agree. Before we get into John doing that, though, like he's got a plan, and I'm like, okay, what is this plan? And this plan is nuts. Me as a person, I'm like, I don't know if I agree with this plan to go to the science cells and let everybody loose.
Yeah. So for anybody tuning in who doesn't know, but like it's basically their jail for where they've housed all these other characters. Some of them they've done them because they are bad. Some it's because they go against the Green Lanterns, but also, like in the case of the Red Lantern Corps, I believe they were put there in hopes of like to preserve them until they figured out a way to like restore the spectrum to how it's supposed to be, where everybody would get their powers back. And his idea is basically, we need the bodies. We can't do this on our own. Yeah. We are going to let them all out, every one of them, and offer them a chance to just start fresh. So whatever you've done in the past, we're not going to hold it against you. You don't fight us, we don't fight you. We need to work together on this, and then we can like figure out the structure of the world or the universe after that. But yeah, it'd be like going to every criminal more or less in like your local jail, being like, hey, I'm going to let you all out right now, and I'm going to hope that because I let you out, you guys are going to fight for me on this thing that I need your help on.
And they're dealing with like Atrocitus and Zox and Larfleeze.
Larfleeze does not work for anybody but himself.
Yeah, is this the first time we got the Orange Lantern Oath?
In this run, yes.
In this run, yeah, but I don't remember it.
No.
I very much enjoyed that.
They have not. And they gave us the longer one. They didn't just give us mine.
Yeah.
So I really, really appreciated it. It's my favorite panel from the comic.
Yeah. Yeah. Miller #1. Hey guys, loved today's issue. I did as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot. There's a lot going on. You talk about pacing, and this isn't very action packed, but like huge stuff happens. John acts like he's going in the battery to sort of like as a sacrifice.
Yeah.
The way he's talking, but I feel I'm assuming John's not gone. I don't think they do that. But just unleashing all the core, it's going to be interesting to see where Sinestro shakes out in all this. Like, I don't think we saw him. Is he going to reach for that yellow?
Yeah. Or will he go back to a potential red like he was at the start of this fractured spectrum?
I feel like with Atrocitus in the mix,
maybe he needs to be yellow.
You just let Atrocitus go do his thing. I can't. Sinestro is smarter than trying to dethrone Atrocitus. I think he will find a yellow and just be like, nobody will be able to fight me for this. Like who would even attempt to fight Sinestro for a yellow? Like, Arkillo? Is Arkillo still around?
Yeah, he's got to be.
That tongueless dork. Arkillo, I love. Yeah, dude, like it's huge. All the cores are back. It's great seeing Saint Walker get his blue ring back.
That's why I wore this.
That made me really happy. Saint Walker's like I love Green Lanterns. Green Lanterns are my favorite. They'll always be my favorite, and Kyle is my favorite. When it comes to a core that's outside of green, it's Blue Lanterns for me, and it's Saint Walker.
Saint Walker and Brother Worth.
Close second is Brother Worth. I have a bright blue Scion XB. It's like a release series from 2011. It's like the brightest blue you can get. It's like the FJ Cruisers that are blue with the white top. It's a color that is like made by Toyota. It's called Voodoo Blue, and I have they made 2,000 of these blue Scion XBs, and I have one, and I have a vinyl sticker of the Blue Lantern emblem on the back, and I got a HeroClix Brother Worth, and he's glued right to my center review mirror, and like Brother Worth, he's so awesome looking.
Yep, love him.
Just Saint Walker is so cool. Like,
yes,
I was talking to Ryan Dole on Saturday about because he runs Gotham City Tonight, a Batman live stream channel, and I figured instead of just showing the picture of Hal knocking out Batman for Batman Day like I normally do, I figured there's enough division going around in this world to come together. So I chatted with Dole, and I think he was like kind of like, I don't Mattel, is it Mattel or Hasbro? Mattel's picking up the DC license.
I think it's Mattel.
That maybe they will continue the DC superhero line. And if they do, I would absolutely love a Saint Walker. And I have high hopes for Green Lantern characters if Mattel picks up superpowers. There's some things I heard, and like I'm hoping we get more. I feel like Kyle should be next, but if we have this Kilowog, like I'm ready for like Arkillo.
Yeah,
I'm ready for Atrocitus. Like I'm ready for everything. I need everything to happen. If they made toys, they made the Guy Gardner Superman version toy. Get me my Lanterns version, Kyle Chandler.
Yeah.
Get me my Aaron Pierre. I want more. I want more Green Lantern dudes. I've been enjoying the Superpowers line, and I'm hoping I just stick with those so it's very uniform. Don't make me sell all these off so I can go get some new line, But I'd love a Saint Walker, a Brother Worth. Like I love the Blue Lanterns.
They're my favorite core. Obviously, we're all Green Lantern fans, but they're like as a core. I just love just the idea of how they operate, how they can enhance one group, they can diminish another group on their own. They're not really like a threat to any, it's just such a cool.
It's such a positive.
Yeah.
And then it also, the way it boosts green, it feels like it's like, oh, they're just making my dudes better.
So I was pumped to see Saint Walker get the blue ring again. I was really pumped for that because I love Saint Walker. I also, seeing Dexstar back as a Red Lantern, that was really cool for me.
It was all the hits. It was all those Jeff Johns, creations were coming back to life. You can tell that Jeremy Adams, when he was on the show, mentioned how he was a big fan of Jeff Johns' run, and this is it. This is him finally, after 27 issues, being like, we're back. we're back. We're doing
Yep.
it. No more crossovers with other DC titles. None of that stuff. No, like Night Terrors and all that stuff. It's like, here we go. This is what we've been going for.
Yeah.
The Spectrum is back. I'm curious to see what Chronos does. Especially with this fractured Spectrum still kind of in existence. Kind of. I guess Nathan blew up their battery, but
yeah. And I mean, for now, we still have the Starbreakers. I don't know if it's gotten rid of. I think the last time we showed them, they still had those other like 4 fractured Spectrum cores still there.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll find out in another issue for sure. And like you said, I love that in the midst of all this, Kelly, who is an actual willpower-based Green Lantern construct that was made by John, or Ellie, flying in front of her is a blue ring of hope that she gets to put on. And it's like, as you said, there's so many questions that comes with that. Like, is she just going to be a Blue Lantern? Does that take away, like, she is literal green energy, and Blue Lanterns amplify that and make it stronger? Like, is she, like, now some sort of super being?
Right.
Or what? Or as we were talking about with John going through what he went through, where he's having this inner monologue about how, like, he's got to unleash this energy, and then it's like it's gone forever, or whatever he was saying earlier in the issue. If that was going to go away, but then she loses some of her green power, but the blue ring brings it back up, so she gets to stay how she is now. That's also pretty clever writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not something I would have thought of.
No.
But it's the panel.
It makes total sense.
The one next to that, which is, it's like a pie chart, and it's the different cores all doing their oath, and that was like, to me, it was like the best way to, like, sort of end it. There was another page after that where they're all flying, but getting to that was like the highlight of it for me. I was already enjoying the issue up until that point, and that was like icing on the cake. I regularly come on here and talk about I am absolutely a sucker for all the colors, the flashing lights. I like seeing the other cores and not just the green. And like Jeremy and his team have figured it out at this point. They know how to pop me and get me every issue. Just throw Kyle doing some sort of multicolored thing, or, this with all the different oaths. Like, I just thought that was awesome.
Yeah, and Xermanico's crushing it. His version of Atrocitus and Larfleeze, they all look great.
Yeah.
The colors are great. I don't talk about the colors enough. Is that Eau Claire Albert? Who does the colors on these books? I thought it was interesting the way that they did the credits in this issue. Almost like a movie. Dude, that's so awesome. I stopped collecting Funko. I was just like, I was getting tired of the same bodies being used and stuff, and I moved over to DC Superpowers. And then I set up the PVC sets from the 90s on my shelf, because look at, dude.
At some point, I'm going to give the Funkos away, but I love that. I was at Comic-Con, and they were releasing some new ones at Comic-Con, and I happened to be walking around and got in line and made it to 2 of them and picked them up, and I was like, well, now I feel like I got to finish. Like, that's Larfleeze, but there is a Chase Larfleeze that I'm missing. But I got Hal, got John. I just need the one more. And then all the extra ones that I have, I'm going to do a giveaway at some point.
That's great. Yeah, I like these dudes. I like these because there's weird ones. There's Kat Matui, there's Jade.
Yeah.
Salak, Abensur. It's like fun ones. Like this Chaselon. I don't know. He's dusty. But it's just like, who's like, Funko never made a Chaselon.
I have a buddy who started 3D printing those.
Yeah, these were just sitting in the box, and I was like, I like these more. I sent all my Funkos to Donnie over at Emerald Enthusiast. So if you ever see
I remember you had a post on social media where you were giving them away, and I messaged you, and I think you had told me, like, if this had been earlier, you might have had a shot, but Donnie already claimed them, and I was like,
Donnie
well, If somebody's going to claim some sort of toys, Donnie absolutely should.
Yeah. Miller number 1 mentions Xermanico is such a great artist. So glad he committed to the book for so long. Agreed.
Yeah, it's been really nice that they've been able to keep like the core team together throughout all this.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I have all of them on as guests, but I'm going to probably say it right now that Xermanico is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I just his art is so good looking, and the colorist appears to be Romelu.
Okay.
Fajardo. Yeah.
Shout out to Miller for the info.
Just nailing it.
Even, again, talking about all the colors and stuff, the actual final page is the whole Starbreaker core going to Oa, and it's just all the colors around all of these characters as well. And on the bottom right, it does say next is called The War. The Starbreaker supremacy concludes in Green Lantern Corps number 9.
Yeah.
And then we're probably onto the whole whatever's going to be going down with Kronos.
Yeah. That's going to be in 2 weeks. I think. Yeah, I'm scheduled for that. Vactor is going to be joining me for that. I'm wondering if you want to join us. Since it is the conclusion of this series, you're more than welcome to join us. It's been a lot of fun. Like this feels like the big event, much like the Sinestro Corps. This is like Jeremy Adams' first like crossover event where we have Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps coming together. So it's really exciting. This issue blew me out of the water. I thought it was really great. I did not expect to see all of these characters just come back. In a big way. And then, I mean, geez Louise, like, you give Atrocitus a ring, he's not going back in that science cell.
No, none of them
not
are.
Happening. Yeah.
Larfleeze is definitely not going back in there.
Oh, no.
Indigo Tribe, they're not going.
He might not even be in the fight.
That's what I was trying to think about, like, which of these groups for sure is not going to stick around for this fight? They're going to bail. They'll only be around. Like, Larfleeze is only going to be around if the group that shows up attacks him.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I could totally see him just bailing.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to have something he wants for him to stay in the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what they have. But they are Sun Eaters. Or Star Eaters, like maybe that's a power he would like. So maybe he would want one of them to figure out how to do that. Miller number 1 says, I love V.K. Marion and his passion for Kyle.
Yeah.
Agree. And Fernando Passarin also is a workhorse and you draw almost anything. Agree. They're all great in their own ways. Xermanico's art is just so clean.
I think I'm just getting attached to him. Yeah.
Yeah. But it never feels out of place anytime it goes from one issue to the next. It still feels pretty cohesive. I think V. Ken Marion's the one that's kind of a little bit of an outlier because his artwork is so stylized. Sometimes I have to kind of get back in the swing of things because it's very anime inspired, but
which I do enjoy.
Which I enjoy. It almost like you almost get like an injection, like a hit of adrenaline or something, or like it brings new life to this story you're reading because the art never feels like it never sags. It never feels like boring. When you get that hit of like anime Kyle, like Kyle deserves to be done in the most anime way of all the characters. So seeing him do Kyle, like Tyler Kirkham, I love the way he used to draw Kyle. It had a very kind of anime style in Green Lantern New Guardians, and so I have a page. I don't know if I already told you this. I used to work at Disneyland, and Tyler Kirkham was in town for a convention. And he said, hey, anybody have any like tips on like when to go to Disneyland or what to do? And I sent him a DM. I was like, hey, listen, like I can get you in. Like, if you want to skip, like, I can get 3 people in. So if you and your wife and your kid want to get in, like, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And so he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, just let me know what date and I'll get you in. He's like, are you going to the convention? I said, yeah, I'll be at the convention. I think it's WonderCon. And so I was at WonderCon and I went up to him and I said, hey, it's Ralph. Here's the passes, and I hope you guys have a great time. And he says, that's great. And he set a thing down, big folder, popped it open, full of comic pages. These 11 by 17. He's like, you can have one of those.
Oh man, that's so cool.
I was like, okay, hold the horse. Like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're just a friend. This isn't for any reason. I'm not giving you one of these for a specific reason. You're just a good guy.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with what you handed me. This is not any sort of transaction.
Yeah.
We're friends. Dude, so in it had that cover that I love where it's Kyle reaching up for the ring that's floating in space. And I saw that and I was like, I was like, you're not getting rid of this, are you? He's like, nah, you can't really have that one. I'm like, okay, but I saw it. Like, I saw that artwork, the original artwork, penciled and inked, and I was just like, God, I want that real bad. I want that real. It was the price was pretty high, but I was like, man, that was my iPhone like wallpaper for like
I bet
a year straight. I love that art. And he's like, he's like, no. So I went through and I found a page where it was from Green Lantern New Guardians, and it was a weaponer making a ring, and the almost like the bottom half of the page was Kyle flying like towards camera with a giant mech suit on.
Love it.
Just a really like half of the page was this shot of Kyle. I'll have to bust it out and do show and tell. It's not. I need to get it framed and put on the wall.
Yeah,
some
for
of these
sure.
frames are kind of garbagey. These are actually like mounted and framed with like UV glass. This is a drawing of Hal Jordan, as done by Joelle Jones, who is like, I think like created like the Catwoman wedding dress, and she's like doing stuff on like Wonder Woman and stuff. She gave me that because she's a real good friend. We're really good friends, and she wanted to do something really nice for me, and so she just gave it to me. She's like, she sent it to my address. It wasn't handed to me as I handed her something else. Not at all. It had nothing to do with what I handed her while I was out in front of Disneyland.
Right.
So I love this art. I need to get that scanned and posted because it's a one of a kind. It's a one of a kind picture of Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So I'll have to get, should I just grab it? I usually don't get, I'm just going to go grab it.
Definitely grab
very
it.
Far. Man, this thing's fucking cool. All right. Look at this thing. I'm going to try to.
Oh, that is great.
I mean, don't mind what's behind the emblem. It has nothing to do with any sort of company icon.
Yeah.
These are definitely not mouse ears. but I mean, dude, look how rad that is.
No, that's amazing. That is awesome.
I need to reach out to her and see if that's something I could put on a shirt on my thing.
Yeah.
Because it is a one of a kind, and it's a really cool Hal Jordan. There's your signature at the bottom, Joelle.
Yep.
And I think there's a note on the back that says, "Thanks for being a great friend," and that's it. Just because you're a cool friend, but yeah, it's a real neat. Like, I love the green, and it's like the sort of energy coming off the ring and stuff. But yeah, it's like you could see the markers and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and he looks great in it too.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, maybe I'll see if she'll be cool with me scanning that and throwing it up on shirts and stuff. Oh, and that's my Jar Jar signed by Ahmed Best. I need the stupid blinds always like glare off all that stuff. There's cool stuff. Like Joelle did that for me. I actually commissioned her to do. It's an original character that I created. Ryan Otley did a version of Madman. Mike Allred's Madman. These are Madman pages from Mike Allred. And then I just got all kinds of stuff. A photo from my friend Kevin made. And what's that? Oh, it's a BB-8 that my friend made. I mean, I love this.
You should.
Cool stuff. So maybe next time you're on, I'll break out the Kirkham art so you can see what page I have.
There you go. Yeah.
But I said, it was like Kyle, like this big, like on like this much of one of these, like a whole half a page is Kyle flying a camera, and I'll bust that out. I'll bust that out for next time. I need to get it like properly mounted and framed, but I'll have to do show and tell next time because you'll love it. You'll love it. Yeah. It's whatever the issue is where it was Kyle versus a weaponer in Green Lantern New Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you find that issue, if you have that issue, you'll be able to find that page I'm talking about. So I lucked out. Like making friends is fun.
Yeah.
I should probably make more. Mike Allred's my buddy, but I purchased those, and then I've never had him do anything for me. I should have him.
Well, since you do, you're in a good area to attend cons every now and again. When we hop off stream, I'll tell you one that you can go get something cool on my behalf that nobody else will be able. It's for a conversation once the stream is over.
Okay, sounds good.
I got permission for something, and it would be dope.
Okay, cool. And then you know what I was thinking? I'll be here next week. So because of my schedule, I'll be back on Monday. I'm going to be doing a live stream at the normal time. I'm going to be covering Justice League Red number 2. I read Justice League Red number 1 last week. Loved it. I loved it. It was so much fun. I'm doing number 2 on Monday. And then since I'm going to be out in LA, in Hollywood, near Burbank, I might do a little visit to the Jon Stewart statue, which I still haven't done.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So maybe I'll do a live report from there. I'll just grab my phone and chat about him and check that out. So yeah, anything else going on? You enjoyed the issue?
Yeah, no, I love the issue. Yeah, I mean, we still have Justice League 2 or Justice League Red 2 just came out last week. I haven't had a chance to read that yet. I did like number 1. If 2 is as good as 1, I think I'll continue reading it. But we have so much coming out. Like, it's crazy. So at the start of next month, October 1st, you have Absolute Green Lantern number 7.
Right. So
a week later, on the 8th, is Green Lantern Corps number 9.
Right. I'll be here with Vactor.
Yep. Then on the 15th, it's Justice League Red number 3.
Okay.
Then on the 22nd, it's the main Green Lantern run. And then also on the 22nd, it's the final issue of Green Lantern Dark number 7. And then that one will be over. So next month, you have Absolute Green Lantern Corps, Justice League Red, which features Simon, Green Lantern, and Green Lantern Dark all coming out in 1 month.
And the next thing from DC Studios will be Lanterns.
And also, people don't know this, so this is kind of like breaking, but maybe not breaking, and I can't share where I got this from.
Okay.
But I do know that right about now, should be from what I gather, should be the final bits of recording for voice lines that need to be done for Jessica Cruz in My Adventures with Green Lantern.
Great. Do we know who's been cast?
Not a clue.
Okay. Cool. Dude.
But I know if they're recording voice lines.
So I'm assuming in New York Comic Con
progress.
we will get an announcement on who Jessica Cruz is being voiced by. I'm assuming.
But also tell me who's voicing Kyle. That's what I want.
Let me know. Yeah. All right, dude. We've been at it for over an hour. It's good chatting with you. The next couple weeks are going to be really big for DC fans. We're finally going to see what James Gunn has been plotting.
Yep.
For his DC Studios.
Especially with these hidden episodes that they wouldn't give screeners to any of the trades for the final three for Peacemaker.
I'm finally like setting aside my grudge because I didn't get the first 5 episodes. So
yeah, now they're just one of us.
Now they're one of us plebes that has to that can't post the episode immediately following.
Yep.
The release, but I can do it.
You could. You can go live while you're watching it.
I can. Just a reaction to me not being able to play the footage.
Yeah, make sure you turn that audio down.
I get it pulled so fast, but
yep.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Keep the bell icon clicked. You guys are going to want to know when I go live, because if I do, it means there's Green Lantern stuff going on, and we all are excited for that. So, well, thanks again. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yep, you can just go to greenlanternspodcast.com, and there will be links there to all my other social handles on any of the other platforms. Site is almost completely done. Looking to at a spot where it auto uploads the latest episode, and then I'm working on a second page that is Friends of the Pod, so I can help advertise my buddies with their latest and greatest stuff as well.
Yeah. Thanks again. Thanks for everybody for joining in the chat. Check out the shop. I'll see if she'll let me put that on there. I'm sure she will. She's pretty cool. So yeah, until next time, beware my podcast. It's Lanterns Live. Bye.